Oh, hi everyone, it's Carl here from Warriors of Dystonia, and um, how are you all doing? So it's Wednesday, the 13th of May, and it genuinely does feel like it should be Thursday or Friday. Crazy week, crazy week. It's not been a good week, to be honest. Really not had a good time. Um, I don't know. I think seeing all of I'm just going to warn people, I'm probably going to swear in this, but just to see all of the bullshit that's been sort of spouted by the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and just to see all of the bloody idiots that are ignoring the lockdown rules. So basically, we've got these strange rules that have come from the Prime Minister, which are um, you can go to the park and meet one person from your family from outside your household. So, in other words, if I live close to me and live close to my parents, I could meet my mum as long as I stayed, 2 meters away. But I couldn't meet mum and dad, even though they're in the same household together. They couldn't. Um, there's sort of more relaxed rules. They're talking about schools opening again, like for small groups and things. I don't know. The rules are so hazy, but as a result now, even though that rule only applies to sort of the main land of UK, not Wales, not Scotland, and not Northern Ireland, for whatever reason, everyone's gone, fuck it, we'll just go out, you know. And now, when I look out my window of my house, I see groups of people walking up and down the street. I went for a walk with my wife on Monday evening, just to go out because a bit of rare sunshine here, and there was people everywhere. And cars driving past. It was like 6:30, 7 o'clock, but there were people everywhere. Um, You'd have thought it was like bank holiday lunchtime or something. My brother has told me that he's seen queues outside of shops like delicatessens and things like that. And it makes no sense to me. It really makes no sense to me. I don't think there should be any sort of relaxing of the rules in any way whatsoever until we see the numbers of deaths and numbers of people catching this dropping. It makes no logical sense. The way I look at it is, at the start of this pandemic, they obviously seen some numbers and went, oh dear, we better get everyone locked in. Those numbers, when they made that decision and panicked and, thought, let's get everyone quarantined, those numbers were a hell of a lot lower than where we're at now. So in the UK, we've still got peaks higher than they've been throughout this entire pandemic that were occurring last week. Yeah, the Prime Minister is coming on now and talking of relaxing the rules. And because essentially, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales are part of the United Kingdom, everyone is just going, let's go out and about. So anyway, that's really annoyed me. I've spent a long time with my head in the sand, in my own little bubble, because, I've got enough that I'm trying to cope with and work with at home, with my children, with homeschooling, with my own mental health. Because usually, at least once a week, I would be by myself. And it sounds really ironic. My problem is not loneliness or anything like that. I'm incredibly lucky that I've got my family here, like my 2 daughters and my wife. I'm incredibly lucky. However, I need to be alone. I actually need that time to be alone. And it's through this strange compulsion where when I've got everyone in the house, and my wife and my children are here, I can't help myself. I feel I need to serve them. And it's not their fault, and it's not my wife's fault. Nobody's made me do this. I just love them that much, and it's my natural instinct to look after them and to put them ahead of everything. Everything. You wouldn't believe that, like, the things that I'll do. My children are old enough to bring their own dinner dishes out, but I'll go and do them that. If I'm cooking for them, I want to do something that they love eating, and I'll sort of do separate meals. I'll do all of these things. It's 5:30 in the morning. I tiptoe around the house. I want to make sure everyone has their sleep, and I won't put my music on very loud and things like that. Versus when my wife takes my daughters away, sometimes she'll take them to Galway for for about a week, or a bit less than that, but for a few days anyway. They're not here, so I don't feel that I need to be looking after anyone other than myself. And it's the only time I ever get to recharge my batteries, to just generally rest. I always feel that I'm here for everyone, that's my job. I listen to people's problems and issues and things like that, that are talking to me, my family and friends and things, and I kind of absorb it all. And that time when I'm left alone is when I can just fix myself. Once a week, my wife would take my daughters down to her parents. They live just down the street, and once a week I would be alone. So that's not to say that it's like when my wife takes my girls to Galway, where I get up in the morning and I'll put some music on and I'll stretch out, and those set little times once a week. So what I need. So anyway, yeah, I am finding it tough. This week's been real tough. Last week, as I knew, I really overdone it. And I'd already said this in my original videos of Warriors Dystonia, for the project, that I was holding back asking for stories because of the work that I have to do in my employment. There's an increased workload there. Plus, in the house, everyone's tired now. And with the Warriors of Dystonia, that was amazing. I got lots of stories, which I was so thankful for. However, I always want to make sure that I give people a personal response. And because I've taken myself off Facebook, I was trying to go back and forth and check Facebook as well. And yeah. So last week personally was not great, and this week hasn't been great either. Yeah, I'm just not in a good place right now. I got back. I did a bit of exercise, which is good, and I intend on doing a bit more later. So I've been doing a punch bag and stuff, which has been brilliant, and then going for a run, which has been brilliant and nice. But even that's not picked me up. That would usually be a sure way of picking me up, but that's not picked me up. Yesterday, I treated myself to a camera, a bridge camera, so not quite a full professional one, but one in between. And I was quite excited. I thought I'll get up this morning and maybe just go for a walk, just chill, clear my head. And good old Belfast has decided to rain today. So all of these beautiful skies and beautiful mornings that we've had in the past months, today's the worst weather that we've had when we've woken up. So it's so ironic. So Um, I think, I mean, Dystonia wise, it's pulled a lot more past couple of days. And that's what happens because I've been feeling down. The exercise has helped definitely. I think that's because it's made other muscles hurt instead of my neck. But yeah, my clumsiness and things like that just have been ridiculous. Full on walked into door frame a couple of times. And on top of it now I've got an ear infection. So I think I'm just run. I think I'm really run down at the moment. Yeah, but I know I'll get through it. I know I'll get through it. Even on my best days, even before all of this lockdown and things like that, I would sort of suffer a bit with some sort of shitty times and that. But I've just been getting them so much more frequently. So my plan today, I thought it was going to be an easier day. It isn't. It isn't going to be an easier day. I got a lot of work to do this morning. It's my daughter's sports day tomorrow for school. Obviously, it's gonna not be in school, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna do something here. So that should be a bit of fun. That'll be fun. I don't know. See, this is the problem. Usually, with my head, I'd not have any issues talking. I could talk so much bullshit, but I just don't really feel like talking. I don't really feel like anyone talking to me right now. I just don't feel like talking. I feel like I'm a sponge that's got all the water and everything that it can take right now, and I just need to be alone for a while, or just take myself off for a bit and just take a breath, maybe a bit of time off work, which isn't feasible right now. See, the problem is, if I take time off work, it doesn't mean that I can suddenly stop and relax, because then it just means that the responsibility of the house is like I've just got more time to do more washing or more cleaning or more tidying or more other things. So, it's a balance. My employment work is actually more relaxing than if I was to take the time off work. So, whereas in the past, if I was to take time off work, it would be to go and see my buddies in the comic shop, or to go and just have a walk around Belfast, or perhaps to even just come home and sit alone and chill, or to, maybe I would take a couple of hours off work, so I'd go into work and do a little bit and then finish up. But it just feels like there's no real point in me taking time off from work either right now. So, jeepers. Well, I suppose I'll just start my day now. What a great start, huh? I just wanted to I did say that this blog would sort of be a bit more candid. Whenever I do my sort of updates and things for my project, it's in between these sorts of stages. Or perhaps maybe it's a time where I've taken a deep breath, blown everything out and gone, hey, everything's great, and this is what I'm doing. So in a nutshell, everything's not great right now. And yeah, it will be though. It will be. Let's see where I'm at in a couple of days. Once the weather's gone good, I've been able to take my new camera out. We've done my sports day with my girls. So anyway, thanks for watching this big old long rambly misery fest. I hope you're okay anyway, and take care.